I am $8,443 into this Whiteout survival account, and today is day 58. If you haven't seen me before, what I'm doing is I'm trying to play as an efficient whale. I accidentally spent $6,000 in the first 22 days, and that was way too much. I put another $8,000 in for all of 2026, but then I went off budget, so the net total on this account would be $15,000 by the end of 2026 if I'm able to stay on budget. Some of you don't think I'm going to be able to do that, but if you want to come along on the journey, that's what this is all about. I'm going live every now and then. I'm giving you daily updates so you can follow me along on this journey, me as a player, learning to play the game dynamics, taking advice. I'm trying to build a community here as well. So people are jumping in to my lives and to the comments and giving me advice, telling me what I'm doing right, telling me what I'm doing wrong. And whether I do it right or wrong, I'm just here exposing myself to you, the goods and the bads, as I evolve as a player and trying to learn with your help. So here's where we stand today. Hall of Chiefs, I wasn't trying to press hard for. I just was trying to, use it as an opportunity to get some event points, get a little bit of rewards. I came in third place overall. This is my ranking throughout the tournament. And I ended up taking third place and, getting 80 shards for Philly. I don't know. I don't think I need Philly immediately. I've got a pretty good lineup here with Geronimo and Alonso, and Flint is now 5 stars. During the end of that event, I was able to finally apply some shards. So I like this lineup. It's working well for me in Arena. I'm not trying to press it too hard. One of the things I did do recently, though, is I finally got Flint to 80. And so now that means, if we look in my drill camp, I basically have Natalia sitting at 76. It doesn't have to be Natalia, but that's who I use for Arena right now. So now, as I press Natalia's level up, then everybody in my drill camp will start going up. So this will start progressing the hero, power in my account quite a bit now that I have all 4 at 80, and now I'll start to work on getting Natalia to 80. So that's kind of nice. The other thing I've been doing, if you haven't seen me before, the gear hasn't changed on Geronimo. This is what Geronimo's looking like.
The hunt only ends.
Alonso, I would like to get his widgets up, but now's not the time. Gotta wait for another event for that. And the gear I'm gonna leave like this for a little bit while I work on Molly. I want to get Molly's gear, her belt and gauntlets to 50, and then just because I play a lot of Arena, I'd like to get Flint's gear up as well. I know a lot of people only like you seeing focus on 3 sets of gear, but eventually I would like to get Flint's gear up there as well. But I don't know, maybe if you could give me some advice on that, that would be great. I do definitely want to focus on the 3 sets of gear here. So when I have an opportunity, when I get more Essence Stones, because I don't have them yet, I would start working on some of that. It is a little bit of a debate I'm having, though, is should I kind of start working on them evenly? Start working on, the Lancer gear next, get these up to Legendary next when I have Essence Stones? Or should I start pressing, Geronimo's defensive gear? But I think I'd like to, get all 3, at least the 3 primary rallies to Legendary gear for their primary gear first. That's what I'm thinking. But if you have any advice on that, please, I'd like to hear it. So put that in the comments. The other thing, let's see. I managed to take third place. It's not easy to show, and I wasn't able to record it tonight. It's a little difficult to do with the reset and everything. But I managed to take second place in Arena, even though we had a couple whales that were stronger than me. I just did that by good old-fashioned sniping. Last minute, I was able to get more points than they were able to get. So I almost took first, but the first player had quite a bit more power, and but basically what he did is he just whacked me every day. He just waited to the end of the day, whacked me every day after the reset, and got all his points from that, which is fine. I mean, he's had a lot more power than me, so what am I going to do? I just took my second place like I deserve in that case. So that's where we sit. Second place for Arena. I took third place for Hall of Chiefs, and the hero gear in heroes are starting to look good. So now let's do my daily spending. Here's where my VIP sits at. This is just a slow and steady progression. So I'll keep on working on that. And then what I'm going to do here is I've basically been looking for opportunities to buy the $5 packs, but I do need to slow down a little bit because I've spent too much too fast in January. So I'm going to resist temptation on this one, even though it's a $5 pack. I did buy a $5 one here. This actually, the widgets are so hard to get sometimes. that's really tempting. I have 6 days to decide on that, so I'll pass on that right now. And then, of course, I'm going to grab the daily deals. I get comments from folks all the time about, like, drop this idea of efficiency, but this is the experiment. I want to see how far this money can go if I don't spend wildly like a normal whale would, but I spend more, is a little bit more efficiently. So I'm not going to like hold all my money till the end, because let's face it, I'm a content creator and I need to do some things that are interesting, right? So I'm trying to spend a little bit and just justify what my spend is. So that's where things sit here. We are in February now, and I am going to need to re-up this Ultra Value monthly card, but I'll wait until tomorrow or so for that, when I can't do it anymore, and then I'll renew it again. And I had a little bit of an interesting kind of question to a couple folks the other day, like, should I actually be buying Mithril every day from the regular shop? And I got answers both directions on this. Some said yes, some said no. I'm gonna skip it for now, because there are other ways we get Mithril. It's just, I hope I don't regret it in a way, because well, as I understand it, the shops and the values get better over time, and I don't want to be buying this now when if the value is not there. It is worth it from a VIP value perspective, but if there's other opportunities to buy this, and I was told there are, then I think I'm going to skip that for now. I'm just going to do what everyone else recommends, and generally trying to avoid the regular shop. So that's that. We got some upgraded benefits here for weekly benefits for oh, this is interesting. Oh, so these are the upgraded weekly benefits cards. All right, so looking through these, let me just give you my logic here. The pet benefits, I know people say pets are important. I get it, but that's the value there doesn't seem all that great. The Chief Charms, I have started accumulating these again, and there are ways to accumulate them in the game, so I don't know how rare that is. The Chief Gear, I've been having, actually, it kind of ebbs and flows between these different like design plans and stuff, but I'm looking at this one because the value is really high in this one as well. And then Hero Gear is something I need, but I do get these organically in the game. The Essence Stones, I do get these through Bear and other things in the game. So I'm not sure I need that. And the building benefits, I don't really need that right now. Maybe this will come back later, but I'm going to go ahead and pick the Chief Gear benefits card, mainly because of the value. It's a $5 VIP purchase, so from VIP efficiency, it passes that check, and it looks like it's the highest value, and the design plans I'm running low on. So, and there are other ways to get them, but I'm going to go with the design plans. So that'll be the weekly benefits card. The Hall of Heroes, I said yesterday, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to buy the $5 amount on this one every day. And mainly, and I am going to use, I know you guys don't like seeing me use gems for certain things, but I'm going to use them here because what I've been doing is I'm going to buy these widgets for Molly, and then I'll use them when I get a chance. So just from the perspective of, getting more widgets for Molly, that's why I'm doing that. And it's a, $5 VIP purchase. So I've got to get to VIP 12, you got to do so many of those, and it's just a matter of when and how you get there. So, try to get a little bit more value out of it, but I really do need widgets for Molly. And then a bank, I'll take care of that later. So, those are the deals, and we already went through the mix and match. So yeah, I think that's all we have there. We have Snowbusters coming up soon. We have an Alliance Mobilization coming up. Actually, for those of you who cringe when I accidentally do things without a Alliance Mobilization, I just did it again. So go ahead and laugh at my mistake. Tomorrow I'll make sure I do it, but I definitely should have taken an Alliance Mobilization task before I did all that spending. So that's my bad, but I missed the opportunity. Like I said, mistakes and all, here I am, bearing my soul to the universe. You guys probably made this mistake when you first started playing too, but I'm doing it on camera. So you guys get to complain and laugh at me for doing it. But I think that's all. I'm not going to do this working overtime. Like these little side missions, to me, that's all they serve to do for most of the time. Like if I hit it organically, fine, but I'm not going to work at it all, because when I first started playing, I do these little side events, and all it does is like drain you for no good reason. And we do have a Foundry registration coming up. I'll try to stream that again. I already finished the mercenary battle, and then I've been just working the daily, tasks essentially as they. I think I've done all of them. Intel missions. I got one more for Intel. So I've just been working these as they come up, and I'll work on Alliance contributions and nomadic merchants. Okay, so we've got some of that coming up as well. So that's all good. Yep, I'll register for the Alliance. What else do we have? Yeah. And there we go. That's it. That's all we have for today. If you want to follow along and see how this journey turns out, make sure you like, subscribe, share this with friends, turn on notifications because I go live every now and then. That's all I have for tonight. Thank you very much. And until next time, I'll see you later.